So I oftentimes get asked how to start a new business, but better yet, how to start a new business with little to no money down. Now, this is easy from a technical standpoint in order to do, right? In order to start a business, you really don't need any money. You can go down to the local bank or whatever your bank is, and you tell them that you want to open a DBA, right? Which is doing business as. So in this case, Todd Binkley doing business as company XYZ. And what they're going to do is they're going to open this new checking account for you, and they're going to associate it with your social security number. From that point forward, you can actually operate as a business underneath that account. Now, if you're looking to kind of get outside your local area, be a little bit more legit, obviously you're going to need what's known as a trade name or a fictitious name, and you're going to need to register that with the state. Now, that cost in the state of Ohio is $50. In your state, obviously, it's going to be probably something similar. However, you want to register that with the state. It's a one-time cost, and now your name is registered with your local state. Then what you'll want to do is you'll want to go and get what's known as a employee identification number or tax ID or an EIN. And what that's going to do is when you go online, go to your state website, and you file for that, it's going to give you what's known as a 9-digit number and or an 8-digit number, whatever it is. And that is what you're going to build your business upon. What's the benefit of that? Well, think of that EIN or that tax identification number as its own social security number, right? When you build your business, you're building credit in an identification on that number that they provided you versus on your social security. Now, what's the benefit of that? Well, the benefit of that is that it's not tied to your social security number, for one. Two, is that it's also not dependent upon your credit. Actually, think of this as a brand new baseline, right? Zero credit established at this point, but there's no negativity either. So it kind of gives you a decent place to start and really get things launched. And then at the beginning of the year, when you go to file your taxes, or in April, when you file your taxes, what it's going to do is it's going to ask you, is this a general partnership? Is it a sole proprietorship? If it's just you, it's going to be a sole proprietorship, and it's going to be an easy way. And for technically less than $50, you've now registered your business with your local state. That is how you can start a business with little to no money down. Now, I know that's not what you're all asking, right? You're wanting to know, how do I start a business doing this? And what is this? This can be, well, I want to be an independent sales rep. It means I want to go start a service company. It means I want to sell products online. Whatever it is, how do I do that with no money down? Well, it's a little more challenging, obviously, not knowing exactly what it is that you want to do, which is what I can certainly help you with. So if you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. But point being is that let's just start with, I want to start an online business. Well, is your online business going to be service related? Are you going to do coaching, mentoring, or are you going to sell a product, right? If you're going to do coaching and mentoring, really all you need to do is create a website. And you can do that with oneandone.com for $1. You can go to GoDaddy. You can go to a lot of these different sites for little to no money. Wix.com is probably one of the easier ones. And that's $17. And it's got a self-build site. There's already a lot of templates there. And now you've got a web presence as well. And so your product or service that you're going to sell is going to be the services that you provide. So obviously you don't have an inventory of anything. You really just need to set up a way for them to be able to reach you. From that point, how are you going to market it? Those are questions that obviously need to be asked at a later date. Also, again, comment below. I can help you with that as well. Now, if you're looking to sell a product, the question you got to ask yourself is, do you have an inventory of product? Is it a proprietary product that you created? Or is it, I just want to sell somebody's product. I don't really care whose. Well, there's a thing called affiliates or resellers or partners. A lot of organizations out there will allow you to go forth and sell their products for them, and in turn they will pay you a one-time payout or they'll pay you a residual service, right? And you can do that obviously without having to carry an inventory, worry about shipping and handling, worry about servicing the product. No, all you're going to go do is sell it, right? Or you may say, I really don't know what I want to do. I just want to create additional money. I want to create a business. I want to create additional flow of revenue into my household, whatever it is. If that's what you want to do, that's fine too. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to think of something that you can provide of value to your target audience. Now, the common denominator regarding all of this is that you want to create additional revenue, right? You wouldn't be wanting to start a business unless there was really a couple different things. One, you didn't like your current job and you wanted to do something else, right? Just know if you do that, you're going to lose your primary source of revenue unless you've got a stack pile of cash or you've got a product that's going to sell like hotcakes and you're going to be able to generate a revenue. So just know that if that's the case. Two, it's because you're wanting to create an additional stream of revenue, which is understandable. Or 3, you're really wanting to build something of significance over a longer time, a longer period of time, which is fine as well. But for no money down, that third one's going to be difficult, as is that first one. You know, what I think of when starting a business is starting a side business. Keep your primary source, keep your primary job, and add additional flows of revenue. Don't ever intend to leave that unless you're really wanting to do 1 or 3. That's fine, but build it alongside what you're currently making. That way you're not taking a hit. And the thing is that as you're building that additional flow, stick in the primary vein in which you know. So if you're working in a business doing a specific thing, try to complement that with your other flow. So for example, I'm in telecommunications, right? That's one of my businesses. I sell telecom services. So what would be something that would come alongside and allow me to complement my existing service that I can make money on? Well, I could sell internet, right? Telecommunications, internet, sure, why not? If I sell internet services to people or to companies, those internet companies are going to pay me what's known as a residual commission. Means that if I sign a 3-year contract, let's just give an example. Let's say I go and I get you as a business A to sign up for internet services. And the internet services cost $1,000 a month. Now, technically, what you'll see is in the internet side of the business is that those organizations like the Time Warners, the Charters, the Spectrums, the AT&Ts, they will pay between 15 and 20% per month on that billable amount for the life of the contract. So the deal is if it's a 36-month agreement, right, I'm going to collect anywhere between 15 and 20% of $1,000 a month. That's going to be between $150 to $200 a month sent to me every single month in the mail. And what do I have to do? Well, technically, I don't have to install it, I don't have to support it, I don't have to bill it. So all I'm doing is really selling it. And what that's done is it's just created an additional stream of revenue for me, allowing me to supplement what I'm making on my primary source. What I'm getting at here is this, is that you can create additional flows of income without having to come up with a product or a service or coming out of pocket with really anything. These are things that complement what you're currently doing. And there's companies out there right now, companies like mine, right? I would be more than happy to pay you on a recurring basis based on customers that you bring to me. I do it all day. That's what I do for a business. That's the business that I've grown over the last 10 years, is finding independent people to really sell products. It's not an MLM. It's not a network marketing company. I'm working with professional organizations, right? And so what I want to do is I want to challenge you to think about that, because you are your business. And at the end of the day, there's one thing that every business has to do in order to stay in business, right? It's got to sell. If you don't sell, you're not going to stay in business. If you don't sell, you're not going to be able to generate revenue. If you don't sell, you're not going to be able to sell that service or that product. The point is that you have to sell. And there's plenty of companies out there that would be happy for you to go and sell their products for them, and they'd be more than happy to pay you. So if you're not really sure what you want to do, that's fine. Think about something that interests you. Think about something like that, and then go research and find companies that would let you sell their products, and in turn, they would pay you month after month for those services. If you've got any questions regarding this, again, hit me below. Subscribe to my channel as well. I'm here to help. Like I said, this is one of the questions I get oftentimes asked, and I certainly wanted to kind of bring it to you and share it with you today. So again, until next Tuesday, if you've got any questions, again, ask below. Also, share the video. I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.
And Todd, as it so happens, a good friend of mine, Todd is a certified leadership and business coach, certified in Unstuck, which is also known as helping you get to the next level, if I'm saying that correctly, and as well as a DISC personality profile certified. So he's got a lot of credibility when it comes to helping you or helping us be more successful. And so we've been putting this together for a few months now, but I wanted him to give you a brief introduction of what he's thinking about as far as the course that we're going to put together for you guys so that you'll be able to grow your business a little bit more effectively.